The highest-paid actor in South Korea is caught in a scandal so massive, it might destroy his career for good. Kim Soo-hyun is facing serious trouble as brands are cutting ties, fans are turning their backs, and a full-blown boycott is underway. So, what exactly happened? On March 10, just weeks after the tragic passing of actress Kim Sae-ron, a shocking claim surfaced during an interview with Garosero Research Institute. A woman identifying herself as her aunt dropped a bombshell alleging that the popular actor Kim Soo-hyun had been secretly involved with Kim Sae-ron for 6 years. According to her, their relationship began when she was only 15 years old and lasted for 6 years until 2021. But this wasn't just an empty accusation, as the claim was backed by compelling evidence, strongly suggesting that Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Sae-ron were far more than just label mates. According to Kim Sae-ron's aunt, the two ended their relationship in 2022 after her drunk driving incident made headlines. At first, Kim Soo-hyun and his agency, Gold Medalist, reportedly offered to cover the damages. However, in 2024, things took a dramatic turn when Kim Sae-ron was served a notice to repay the full amount of 700 million won. Struggling financially and running out of options, she allegedly begged Kim Soo-hyun for help, pleading for more time to gather the money. But instead of responding, he completely ignored her, even going as far as blocking her calls. When she attempted to reach him through her cousin's phone, he remained unreachable. The aunt further claimed that shortly after this, Korean news reporters began contacting Sae-ron's cousin, asking for Kim Sae-ron. Feeling betrayed, she allegedly suspected that Kim Soo-hyun had leaked the number to the media. In a final desperate attempt to get his attention, she posted a selfie of them together online, while his K-drama, Queen of Tears, was airing. But instead of offering support, Kim Soo-hyun and Gold Medalist released a statement that painted her in a negative light and continued to ignore her efforts to reach out. And that's when the real issue happened. As the photo went viral, Kim Sae-ron became the target of severe cyberbullying from Kim Soo-hyun's fans. Her aunt also claimed that it was the overwhelming pressure of dealing with hate, financial debt, and being shut out completely that pushed her to make such an unfortunate decision on Kim Soo-hyun's very own birthday. However, Kim Soo-hyun's agency, Gold Medalist, dismissed the claims of their relationship, calling them baseless rumors. But it wasn't enough to stop Garosero, who insisted that a 27-year-old Soo-hyun had been involved with a 15-year-old Sae-ron, who was legally considered a minor. Initially, many netizens brushed off Garosero's claims, giving the platform's reputation for exaggerating scandals. However, as more undeniable evidence surfaced, the narrative quickly shifted. Garosero wasted no time unveiling photos of Kim Sae-ron and Kim Soo-hyun together, intimate selfies, text messages, and even a handwritten letter Soo-hyun sent to Sae-ron during his military service. This revelation sent shockwaves across the internet, prompting netizens to connect the dots. Kim Sae-ron's passing in her apartment on Kim Soo-hyun's birthday no longer seemed like just a tragic coincidence. As more evidence emerged, the backlash against Soo-hyun escalated, turning his scandal into the most talked-about controversy online. Social media was flooded with demands to cancel him, urging brands to sever ties, while fans who once admired him began turning their backs on him. But the controversy didn't stop there. As the situation escalated, people began digging deeper into Soo-hyun's past, uncovering even more shocking revelations. Over the past few weeks, some of the most controversial moments from his career have resurfaced, further fueling the outrage. One video from a 2013 showcase has been making headlines, where Soo-hyun casually states that when he turns 40, he'd like to marry a 21-year-old. The MC jokingly responds that his future wife is currently in kindergarten, and rather than objecting, he simply laughs along. This unsettling remark from his own mouth has only intensified the backlash, with netizens expressing not just disappointment, but outright disgust. One particular comment said, "The Kim Soo-hyun situation is only a reminder of how some people will always believe the victim, unless the perpetrator is hot and rich. Then it's all baseless accusations and a smear campaign." Many are now arguing that this isn't just a case of him being exposed. This video proves he was never trying to hide who he truly is. The confidence with which he spoke, without a hint of hesitation, suggests that he believed himself to be untouchable. And that realization has made people even more uncomfortable. Just when it seemed like Kim Soo-hyun's cancellation was inevitable, Garosero proved they weren't finished yet. They dropped another bombshell, this time an explicit photo of Soo-hyun washing dishes in what was allegedly Kim Sae-ron's apartment, wearing nothing but a shirt. This single image shattered the Gold Medalist's previous claims that Soo-hyun had never visited Sae-ron's home. But things didn't stop there. Garosero followed up with an even more damning revelation, a video showing Kim Sae-ron inside her apartment, filmed by a man with his hand resting on her back. At that point, there was no salvaging Soo-hyun's reputation. The internet erupted into chaos as evidence continued to surface, leaving no room for doubt. Then, in a final turning point, Kim Sae-ron's grieving family broke their silence. They demanded a formal apology from the gold medalist for allegedly covering up the relationship for years and called on Kim Soo-hyun to publicly admit that he had dated Sae-ron when she was still a minor. Despite his efforts to shift the narrative and deny the allegations, Kim Soo-hyun failed to sway public opinion, as netizens weren't convinced by his company's explanations. The overwhelming evidence against him had already guaranteed the public's reaction, making any attempts at damage control useless. In a last-ditch effort to regain control, the gold medalist issued a lengthy 12-page statement admitting that Soo-hyun and Kim Sae-ron had briefly dated from the summer of 2019 to the fall of 2020. However, they insisted that their relationship began after she was no longer a minor and denied claims that Soo-hyun had ever demanded money from her. However, this only fueled speculation that Soo-hyun had pursued a much younger partner, with many believing he groomed Kim Sae-ron before their relationship officially began. The outrage among netizens intensified, and the labels of pedophile and groomer spread like wildfire. With over 18 brand deals at stake, companies wasted no time distancing themselves from him, quickly suspending his activities and removing any promotional content featuring him. The biggest blow came when Prada publicly announced that they were dropping him as their brand ambassador, citing the severity of the controversy. This move only strengthened public belief in his guilt. After all, a powerhouse brand like Prada cutting ties was no small matter. It was a clear statement. On top of that, netizens emphasized the pressure on other brands, threatening boycotts if they didn't sever ties with him. Some Korean companies, like Dinto and Eider, had already begun quietly erasing his presence, recognizing just how damaging the scandal had become. While a few brands have remained silent, the public has taken matters into their own hands, ensuring that Soo-hyun's endorsements and advertisements are swiftly disappearing across platforms in Korea. Following this massive controversy, people began digging deeper into Soo-hyun's past, uncovering even more unsettling interactions he had with minor co-stars. One particular moment that raised serious concerns was from a 2012 promotional event in Japan for his drama, The Moon Embracing the Sun. At the time, 24-year-old Soo-hyun openly spoke about 13-year-old Kim Yoo-jong, stating that she didn't feel young to him and that he was looking forward to seeing her mature so they could star in a drama together. Netizens were disgusted, questioning how child actresses must have felt around him, especially since he was comfortable making such comments publicly without hesitation. With more people reevaluating his actions over the years, the controversy surrounding him only seems to be escalating. His past behavior toward Sully has also resurfaced in online discussions, further intensifying the backlash. The two starred in the film Real, directed by Soo-hyun's cousin. While the movie itself was a box office failure, netizens were far more disturbed by how it was marketed. Instead of highlighting the storyline or performances, the promotional campaign heavily focused on Sully's explicit scenes, fueling an already brutal wave of hate against her. What made things worse was Soo-hyun's silence despite being her co-star and one of the biggest names attached to the project. He never once stepped in to defend her. Now, with overwhelming proof of Soo-hyun's troubling past, public opinion has completely turned against him. Even his most devoted fans who once fiercely defended him are abandoning him, demanding justice for Kim Sae-ron and calling for a complete boycott. His downfall is unfolding in real time, with nearly 1 million followers disappearing from his Instagram, and his highly anticipated drama, Knockoff, is now at a serious risk of cancellation. Only time will tell if this controversy marks the true end of Kim Soo-hyun's career, or if, like many before him, he will find a way to recover. But for now, his once flawless reputation has been shattered, and the industry seems ready to move on without him. And that's a wrap. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video.